Why does MHA resonate so strongly with me? I feel like this answer can be easily summed up in just a few words, but of course it's never that simple. Especially considering I want to turn the topic into a full-length video, and I really can't do that if it's short enough to fit in a tweet. But to the actual point at hand, MHA resonates with me for a few reasons actually. Heroes have always been a big influence in my way of thinking. The intrinsic nature of being good and righteous appealed to me as a child. And if I'm being honest, they still do to 24-year-old me. To want to save the things you care about enough that you can put your own well-being at risk. I understand the risks of having that kind of mindset now that I'm older, but it was intoxicating when I was younger. Reading about heroes made me want to be something more. Someone that others could rely on to be there when they needed it. And I think that's why I see a lot of myself in Deku. He's much the same way. He grew up wanting to be something more, to mean more, so that he could do more. He was so desperate to be a hero. The realization that he couldn't be by conventional means was crushing to him. And that feeling is only further shown by one of the core tenets of the series. Anyone can be a hero. It only takes the courage to stand against those who would wrong the world. And as much as that lesson is taught to the characters of the series, it is also equally applicable to the reader too. It might not be superpowered villains that we face, but corrupt governments, evil corporations, and more abstract dangers like global warming are all things that we can stand against. To stand against it to try to bring about a better world than the one that each generation before us inherited, so that future generations have more to look forward to. I know that probably seems a bit idealistic, but that's honestly the point. People are so complacent in the idea that someone else will lead the charge that no one ends up leading it. We accept things as they are because it isn't going to be me that takes the initiative. My Hero Academia shows that it only takes one courageous act to spur forward entire generations. First through the actions of the Great All Might, and then through his successor, Deku. You don't need to take all the first steps, but someone at least needs to take the very first step. So I tell myself every day that it might as well be my step working in tangent with the first steps of others that comes together and makes a greater whole than could have existed on its own. Call me a romantic or a hopeless dreamer if you will, but I think that there is true power in that kind of message, in that kind of call to action, even if it might not be entirely evident at first. While that is the reason that I most strongly resonate with My Hero Academia, it isn't the only reason. Probably the next strongest is seeing how many people from so many different backgrounds come together as a catalyst for a new generation of anime fans. I know it can be argued that Demon Slayer had a similar effect, but my experiences with that particular series and the fans in it has been far more vicarious. I love seeing so many younger fans coming together to share their passion for the series, whether that be through TikTok, the throngs of teens at cons, or some of the truly amazing cosplay that I've seen come out of it. The love and passion that they all share for the series is almost palpable, and there is a real sense of community to it. Yeah, there are bad eggs, but I think most every fandom has its fair share. There is such a sense of belonging that I've never felt from any other anime fandom, and it makes me truly love it. What are the reasons you love the series? Tell me down below. I would love to read over them. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting the subscribe button and ringing that bell. I'm trying to get back into doing this more regularly, and your support would mean the world to me. And with that, have a great day, my dudes.